Okay, so I've been to Lahaina, and so the fact that I even have it as a mental frame of reference from being there in person, I cannot fathom like what these people are going through and how incredibly horrible. And now they're being preyed on by BlackRock and other disgusting people that are already trying to buy their land. And again, this is just, we are just so like stained. Yeah. Like we are stained people. Like that is just, these people are just like coming out of the ocean from swimming for their lives. And you have companies offering them money for their land. Like with, oh, and here's a $700 check from the government. Now we'll buy your land from you.
And I heard like what, 1,200 people last I heard, lost, don't know where they are. Can't.
Oh, there's a ton missing.
There's
110.
Yeah, at least 100 now accounted for that are deceased, and still 1,400 people missing.
1,400 missing. Wow.
And so these people are shoveling through their rubble, trying to find bodies, and yet there's disgusting land grabs going on all around them. If that is not symbolic of where we are, to me, that is a very broken society. A very unhealthy and broken society.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video of a lady who lives in Maui who lost her home and was contacted by a major real estate developer and was asked if she would like to sell her land. And of course, the price that was being offered was basically 5 cents on the dollar. And, you know, she said, we got to out all of these people. But you don't really have to out them because we already know who's doing it. And of course, the one at the top who is doing it is none other than BlackRock, and that should not surprise anybody. You know, the mega corporation that has as much wealth within their holdings, that is the equivalent of what would be the fourth richest economy in the world behind the United States, China, and Japan. BlackRock, not even a country, just a private equity firm that controls all the money, is going around the world and basically saying, we're going to run the world. And no one is attempting to stop this. I would hope right now that somebody's going to step in and say, this is a bridge too far. Because this also speaks to the failures of the Biden administration, which we point out constantly. How, again, we did the same thing to George Bush.
That's a very good point.
The same thing that happened with George Bush and his administration when they failed the people of New Orleans. This is even worse because this is Hawaii. This is a small island. This is an affluent place. This is not people that do not have ways and means, as a lot of people who suffered in New Orleans did. These are people who had homes, who did well for themselves, and now people are coming in like vultures. The worst form of capitalism, vulture capitalism, is coming in to try to take everything they have because they suffered from an absolute tragedy. And there are all the conspiracies that are going around right now. Some may be proven true, some may be proven false. The fact of the matter,
Metalopolis saying is true. Same police chief from the Vegas shooting.
Yeah,
that's what are the odds?
I have no idea. That is unbelievable.
There's a reason. Well, there's a reason why people believe that the Illuminati are all around us, and that there is the all-seeing eye that is basically watching everything that we do. There is even this conspiracy floating around right now that Oprah had something to do with this. But the one that's also to what end? Well, apparently Oprah owns hundreds of acres of land on Maui's island.
So she thought it would be fun to set it on fire?
Well, there is
because she needed insurance money.
Well, Osiris, do you believe that it's possible that this was an arson job? That this was not
an
accident or something related to the environment?
Oh, I don't trust the narrative. I don't trust the stories. My trust is completely gone. So I have no idea. I have not dug into it, but I would not rule anything out. That's for sure.
Feel. That's exactly how I feel. I think that it could be a combination of multiple things. There were several different fires. So could it be that there was something that was natural and someone took that as an opportunity to do something else? And you know, like, here's what I know. Multiple things can be true at the same time. That's what I think. I don't necessarily know that it's an all or nothing scenario, but I agree with Osiris. Nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me at this point about any of that. And I don't think that sounds conspiracy at all.
You can't allow, like you said, these asset management firms to run basically the whole country. I mean, they got the assets of so many things. They control so much, and then at the same time have me believe a story that's being told to me. So I don't know. And then the other part that makes me question is I really haven't seen. Has the corporate media really dug into it, or?
No.
Oh,
and that's I find that kind of strange to me.
Well, the other thing that's also strange, there's so many moving parts here, and we're only just starting to to peel back the onion, so to speak. I mean, we have a friend who actually assisted Jen's campaign, who worked on Tulsi's campaign, and she is from the island. She doesn't even want to talk about it. Like, she is beyond devastated, and she has family over there. Like, this is a very sick, because there's probably information she's been privy to that we haven't been, because she has family that's actually there that are telling her exactly what's going on, and it's probably earth-shattering to even hear about it. But what cannot be denied is BlackRock is systemically trying to take over this island. If we know this, and I've often said, especially when it comes to the naivete of people who claim that they know exactly what goes on, particularly when it comes to foreign policy, that you don't know anything. If you know 5%, that's a lot. So when somebody is looking at what's going on over there, and they can clearly see that something is so tragically wrong, that as the President of the United States and his administration, along with the United States Congress, does not immediately declare a state of emergency for the state of Hawaii, and that no one is touching this land under any circumstances. The people who own this land are going to keep it, and they're going to be justly compensated in order to rebuild it.
You know what? If Biden would have came out and said that, I probably, even though I don't like Joe Biden, I probably would have believed it. I'm tired of being blamed for not trusting. Why don't you reach out and do something to make me trust you? It's not on me to trust the government and the news aid. Like, you've got to do some work, and that's what rubs me the wrong way. It's like, even with this situation, I don't feel like the administration has done enough to make me say, like, oh wow, maybe they really do want to do the right thing.
Yeah, no, they don't want to do the right thing, because they've passed up so many opportunities to do the right thing and haven't. So if you choose to do the right thing, you would just do the right thing. All these executive orders would have been passed. All sorts of cool things could have happened. So they don't care. But I don't trust any of those stories at all. But I do believe that if there was any integrity, they would put a moratorium on any land transactions right now until further notice. Like, this has got to be shut down now. There are way too many vulnerable people that are just going to get like the shit beat out of them by these corporations. And it's really scary to me.
What I also found very interesting is that the people of Hawaii, particularly in Maui, the president was going to go there and make an appearance, and they're like, we don't need you coming here. We need help.
Right.
That's what we need.
Yeah, for a photo op.
Did a nice, and he's from there, and I saw he did a video like telling people where to actually send money, the right place to send money, which is something like, it's a Cash App, Lahaina. I don't know. He had one. Jason Momoa, go to his page. He has the exact right. If you want to give to literally the families in Lahaina,
the Maui Emergency Relief Fund.
That wasn't the one he said. I'm just saying there's another.
I'm saying there are these local ones. At the top of it all, Office, this is where President Obama is from. And he puts out a video encouraging people, I kid you not, to donate to the Red Cross. To anyone who still defends this man, I just don't get it.
Where are you on him, Osiris? Like,
on Obama?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're not a fan, right?
I voted. I'm kind of hurt because I voted for that bruh twice. I voted for him in 2008, and like many people, the person whose hat this is a well-known conservative officer, Tatum. He voted for Obama at least once. I forget, maybe twice too, and I was just ignorant and bailed out the big banks and dropped the bombs, and he was a disaster. He was disastrous, Obama, and he continues to be so.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.